Oh, should I have because I just okay, I had to just make sure we was okay. I just had to see what we was gonna okay. And we're back. All right. Welcome to Billionaire Baby Celebrity Tarot. I am your psychic bestie, spilling all of the hottest, okay, insanely accurate celebrity psychic tea, not physics. Okay. Celebrity psychic tea that you will find anywhere. So we are a new channel. Make sure you show some love and subscribe right now. Lock it in. Also hit the notification bell so you do not miss a video or a live. And give the video a thumbs up. All right. You definitely want to be supporting, okay, the work, supporting your girl, okay. Liking the videos helps to promote it in the YouTube algorithm and let everybody know we here doing the damn thing, of course. All right. Now, I gotta tell you about VIP Patreon, baby, where we be behind the scenes popping bottles, behind the velvet rope, okay, sipping out nice little champagne, and the hottest celebrity tea that you will find anywhere, exclusive behind the scenes. So definitely, after you get through subscribing, liking the video, all that, head over to VIP Patreon, baby. Scroll the menu. I promise there is something there for everyone. Treat yourself for December and beyond. All right. And thank me later, child. All right. Now, that being said, we are on part two. Because the first live it was doing some, I don't know. Okay, so we wanted to make sure that we was all good in the neighborhood. All right, here, good in every hood. All right. I ain't got a problem worth solving. No, I'm good in every hood like my God is. That's what they had said. Jay-Z has been named in a new civil lawsuit with Diddy, accused of raping a 13-year-old minor girl at the MTV VMH. Okay, one of them music awards in 2000s. Okay, here, um, Jay-Z and Roc Nation put out a statement not vehemently denying the allegations, but saying a bunch of stuff that Sagittarius would. Yep, you and him. Y'all, they did it. Okay, you and the lovers. Put out a statement not vehemently denying the allegations, but saying a bunch of nothing and calling me a fake physics. Okay, baby. All right. For those of you who don't know, my main channel is One Message in a Bottle Tarot. Okay. But we knew over here, so I figured the fake physics would get in and see if the allegations are true. Now, again, so this is part two. Part one is up, and we have already confirmed via spirit that there is no there. Okay, that they did that shit. Okay, her via the Holy Spirit. All right, her. So we're just gonna continue to carry on. So we were saying that um that this will not be the only one that there's gonna be a flood, okay, of receipts and releases and allegations. And again, with this very reckless and narcissistic statement that baby, they on his ass. With this very reckless and narcissistic statement that Jay-Z put out through Rock Nation and allegedly his lawyer, because I don't see lawyers making spelling check errors, child. Okay. Um, I said, imagine being a victim. Okay, imagine being a victim, because where there's smoke, there is fire. So this young lady, bless her heart and bravery for coming forward, is not the only victim. Okay, here, but imagine being another victim and having somebody so arrogantly and pompously like, oh, if I really did it, then bring a criminal charge. Now, most stuff is probably past the statute of limitations, allegedly, but then they're saying, again, only feds or state can bring those criminal charges. 911. I think the criminal charges is gonna happen. Yep, because Holy Spirit said absolutely you and your buddy did that shit. And it was caught on camera. Diddy is a Scorpio, by the way. This is a Six of Cups in the past, and this is an adult giving a minor a cup of that uh Pink Friday juice. Okay, here. And this is the sun, but this also tells me that it was on camera. Okay, here. So again, imagine being a victim and then you seeing somebody so arrogantly say, well, I basically he dared all of the victims. And so I wouldn't be surprised. I'm okay. Several in the industry, okay. And I'm speaking to the ones too that are in the industry. Some of them are, uh a few are billionaires, okay, or wealthy millionaires by now, or just, semi wealthy taken care of, that did not speak of, and in fact, um, maybe sold it for fame. I don't know, okay, but not saying anything the first time is what allowed these monsters to go after others. Okay, when you're in a position to do so at a certain point, not saying that you could have did something in the beginning, but once you're up there and you have some security and you can make some moves, then it's like, why wouldn't you say yes, this happened to me, and open the floodgates not only for yourself and so other victims can come forward like Cassie did. All right. But I feel like that's going to happen. But I am, looking to, there are others that know for a fact and got receipts and proof, okay, here that this happened. And again, I feel like there is a ace of spades, so to speak. And I think that with that ace of spades is several receipts and doctors and something like that, okay? Because I don't believe that they use protection. Here, if you look at this lover's card, they're nude, all right? And so I came up with the Empress card and the Ace of Pentacles, and there's a lot of aces of Pentacles saying that it's valid, that this did happen, that a lot of people are going to be coming through. Of course, mayhem, pandemonium, all right? Throwing their own lawsuits, feeling like it's basically open season. How much money you got in the coffers to pay me for my silence, basically. Okay, it's your time, it's your turn. And I also feel like Diddy threw him under the bus. Six of Cups here. And this is also a yes affirmative that this did happen. And the Queen of Swords, yes, she absolutely here has a case in that, yes, it did happen. This is astute, okay? Like, you play in my face all you want to, but there are receipts. And Three of Swords, okay. I just feels like I'm not the only one, and I may not have been able to say it then, but now I can. I feel like when the details about this comes out, there is no way possible. Here's this Eight of Wands with the Sagittarius energy again. There is no escaping once these heart-wrenching, heartbreaking details come out. They will have no choice but to prosecute, and I feel like that's going to open the floodgates for all of the other victims, okay, because where there's one, there's more. That's going to open the floodgates for all the other victims of Sean Carter and Diddy. Yep, here they are together to come together. All right, here's this Seven of Cups. And it's like, you can't play crazy. They gonna try to. They gonna try to. How many can we pay off? Nope, none. Okay, it's not even a money thing at this point because, again, it's like it's the same play by play. Diddy did the same thing too. He laughed in Cassie's face. All right, she said okay. She slid over that envelope of the video evidence. All right, he quickly, okay, paid, but then just the fact that he was laughing and going around like, that's what lit the wildfire under the other victims, okay. And it just seems like the same thing is going to happen here. uh and the fact that, you know uh Jay-Z said aloud, well, if you're a real victim, then why don't you do criminal instead of going after the money? That's what's going to seal the deal, because then it ain't gonna be about money. They gonna put in that work to put his ass under the damn jail. You can't make this up. Eight of Pentacles with this chariot card, that's the jail. They gonna put in that work so he can go sit in jail. He gonna be in jail right beside Diddy, baby, because you done said it. Now that was was that a threat? I can see the victim is I'm like, oh, that's a threat. Oh, that's a threat. You're right. Let's put your ass in jail beside your friend. Yeah, that you like to diddle kids with. You go, there he is. Scorpio energy, King of Cups. All right, Sagittarius with this Knight of Wands and this Stars because you did that shit allegedly. All right, here, and this is another yes, yes, and a yes. And Gen Z has an Aquarius placement also. So it's like, why did you even? That was dumb. Okay, but again, arrogance will be a lot of folks' downfall. Okay, coming in 2025. If you know you violated somebody, broke the law, terrorized, did all this stuff, and then you're gonna come up and be like, bitch, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do you okay? Or you should. You know what? That's a good idea. You're right, because you can do the criminal, you can do the civil, you can do all of the above. Okay, but why stop there? Okay, so it's giving like that's very much a good idea. And I also see some people coming from the past, any deaths, okay? Mysterious deaths surrounding Sean Carter here, and maybe even Diddy himself. That also being revisited, okay? As people, again, as a way to silence people, because it was said in the lawsuit, the young lady said that there was a mystery woman that watched while this happened to her. Now, many were trying to speculate. They were like, okay, well, was it Beyonce? And the young lady was 13 years old, so they counted back and they were like, okay, well, Beyonce would have been allegedly, one person said Beyonce would have been pregnant with Blue Ivy because Blue Ivy is 12, I think 12 or 13. I don't know. All right. And then a lot of people, of course, are saying J Lo may have been the mystery woman allegedly in the room while they were violating this young minor child. But then I put two and two together. Somebody said Aaliyah, and then I backtracked and I looked and I was like, okay, let me see if Aaliyah was at the same award show that this young lady was, and she was wearing that famous zebra, yellow and black striped dress. Yes, she was. Aaliyah was there, okay, at that VMAs after party. And guess what? In 2000, and guess when Aaliyah passed away? She passed away in August of 2021. Now, it would be very interesting, okay? This is just a legend, it's just a theory. It would be very interesting if Aaliyah was, in fact, the celebrity woman that was in the room when this sexual assault happened with this minor, because that would answer a lot of questions on not only because of R. Kelly, all right, but why Aaliyah is not here to this date. Remember, she was supposed to get on the plane that Lenny Kravitz paid for, and Hype Williams, who was like this with Jay-Z and all them back then, took the plane and left the star to get on the plane with the luggage. And again, allegedly, they said Aaliyah was not conscious when she got on the plane, that she was slipped a little something, something, okay? And then the plane went down, all right? So, I don't know. It just seemed like, yeah, with this death card and this 10 of pentacles, that families will be digging back into the past, all right? But we have overwhelmingly and sweepingly, okay, that yes, they did this stuff. And I do believe that Diddy has or will, again, throw his ass under the bus, all right? Yes, good dogs don't lie. This is not something that can be buried. It's over, all right? I see a lot of institutions, yes, okay, losing money, losing brand deals, things that have he's established with this death card and this 10 of pentacles, people that usually link up and support and all of that. Listen, whether you're innocent or not, okay, once you are a celebrity, and unless you what's that dude name, Ezra, whatever his name is, okay, but I don't see you being a black celebrity and a headline comes out about you and Diddy, okay, assaulting a minor 13-year-old. All right. And I believe that she probably was of the fairest of them all, complexion, maybe. Don't really matter. All right. But once that type of headline comes out, I can see all kinds of businesses and establishments like, nah, absolutely not. You're not taking me down with you. Cancel this, cancel that, cancel this, cancel that. Like, yeah, okay, until you can prove your innocence, let's hold up on that. We gonna cut ties. All right. So I see a massive loss of revenue. All right. Don't know what that means for the Super Bowl, as 50 Cent was joking around, which I don't know why 50 Cent was joking around, because he is a human trafficker too. He is the whole reason why my name was submitted to the government watch list to be a target individual, because he couldn't go head to toe with the game over rap beef. I was just some fan going up for my favorite artist. And allegedly it goes, he's like, well, if you don't want me to fuck with this girl, because I guess Game owed him some money, then I'm going to terrorize this girl. And I was just some stranger. And the Game was like, fuck it, fuck her. All right. And I was put on this list. And for 20 years, me and my child have been trafficked and terrorized over the dark web, all under 50 Cent, because, everybody knows he's a government informant. And he has some ties in the government. So that's my story. But I say all that to say, I was trying to figure out what the fuck he was laughing at. Okay. Baby, I'm laughing too. Okay. I'm laughing too. I'm laughing too because I'm gonna get back to the reading. I'm laughing too because it was just last night. Again, I feel for these victims because I know what it's like to have somebody who has violated you in the worst way possible. And then to have these people mock you, make fun of you, and being like, it ain't nothing ever gonna happen because I'm me. Okay, thinking they're above the law, thinking that they will never be snatched up. All right, because they know so and so, they got so much money. And so, shout out to God, because I said a prayer last night about my own situation, which not even by chance involves JC. Also, okay, here, because once this happened to me, it caught on like wildfire in the celebrity community and the elites, and then everybody jumped on the bandwagon. Okay, and was like, yeah, we'll let's just torture and terrorize this girl and release all her business on the dark web. Okay, and there is proof and receipts of this. Period. Right? Because celebrities like to brag about their crimes. So I said a prayer last night because I was just tired of these celebrities like Jay-Z and 50 Cent and all these just bragging and laughing. And I imagine just me and a lot of victims said a prayer of God, fight against those who fight against me, and fight those who I cannot fight within my own power. Because I spoke up about something the other day, and what tends to happen, since they have powers and connections, what they'll do is they'll send people out to like fuck with you. And somebody fucked with my vehicle, right? Which I was like, whatever. They was like, oh, don't whatever. Something. I was like, I don't give a fuck if today, like whatever. I came home. I lit my candle. I said my prayer to God. I told Archangel Michael, I said, get on it, because I ain't got the power I'm tired. I don't have the power to do it. I need you, God. I need you to do it for me. I need you to move on my behalf. I need you to do it for us. I need you to do it for all of us, because it's just not right. Right? And here we are. And it's funny. If you go to my Twitter page at One Message Tarot, because people were still talking shit and they were still teasing, whatever. I was like, okay, whatever. And I was thinking about my grandfather all day today as I was cleaning my house. When I was young, my grandfather, his nickname for me is Rico. And I was like, shout out to my grandfather, for naming me Rico, because what they did to me and how they all ganged up on me and violated me for the past 20 years, here using this government, it's basically like the FISA spy bill, which is supposed to be used for like terrorists and all of that. But what celebrities have done is, through their government connections, if somebody just don't like you, they can just put you on the list, and then now they have access to put illegal surveillance on you, gang stalking, all of this. It's supposed to be for governments and terrorists after 9/11, but celebrities, and their sick antics and trafficking and all that, they have taken that and used it to attack and target people just for the fuck of it, right? So, anywho, there's that. That's another story. So, anyway, I had just posted this little sign about my grandfather and the Rico. And, baby, like 20 minutes later, this hit the news. So I was just like, oh my God, wow, that is crazy. So shout out to God. Shout out to the ancestors. Let's get back to it. We've already confirmed spiritually that they are guilty. Okay. And he is guilty of these crimes in spiritual court. All right. So let's look at the energy surrounding the case here. Again, you could follow me on X at one message tarot, one thing, and then that'll just, you can just go on down the rabbit hole. I also have a YouTube channel where I have begun to talk about what has happened to me for the past 20 years, my testimony. Yes, 20 years. I was like I was a child. I was like barely 21 with a little 8-month-old baby and the son when these monsters targeted me. And I'm just not getting my strength to talk about it. So if you go down the rabbit hole and follow me, you'll find it. All right. And you can support me. Oh, I said this. Look. Oh, I knew it. Guys. So the girl, right? That they're making fun of, the little girl who is a grown woman now. And again, he didn't say unequivocally, I didn't do it. But look, we have KPOP and we have DNA. There is proof that this happened. There is unequivocal proof that not only did this happen, but there are others. Yes, baby. I said it was recorded. KPOP with the TV and the lovers. And there's some type of tape. It's massive, okay? Some type of massive tape and videos, okay? That will just shock the world. All right, here. There is evidence, not only physical evidence, but there is visual evidence of what has happened. So, baby, yes. I feel like there was some type of bait or whatever, and I feel like Jay-Z took it when he probably should have went another route. All right, here. So I feel like even the statement he released in some way or another could possibly be used, okay, against him. All right, here, what the suspect files for. But absolutely, yeah, I just said that. I didn't even get to look. Dreams of and bites. It's almost like, why are you issuing threats when you know you are guilty? Okay. So there was a provocation and he bit. He bit the provocation that was just what they needed. All right. Was for him to get all reckless and get to typing physics when you mean psychic, baby. And the psychic is here, chat. Okay. And conspiracy theorists. Okay. I heard conspiracy this chat. Okay. Um, he took the bait, he bit it, all right. Did this reckless statement because baby, they got the black market, they got the video, all right. It's already out there. Okay, it's already out there. Maybe it's circulated on the dark web or whatever, but there is video of his carrying owns, all right, him and his bestie, all right, here up out there, all right. Listen, now they might try to throw it off and say whatever, but it's not going to hold up. Yes, DNA. There's DNA evidence. Here's the girl. Fans, all right? You already see it here, right? Do you see it here? Let me show you. Drugs. Okay? He did that shit. They did that shit. All right? Here. They did that. There's the drugs. All right? And yeah, the popo, they got the proof. So I do feel like there will be a major, okay, investigation. Yeah, slam dunk case. General 4 stars, that's the big wigs. That's the FBI and them CIA and them. A slam dunk case. Stuns, okay? It's going to fuck them up. All right, why? Because of the physics, okay? The psychic telling you that they got a slam dunk case. Okay, shout out to the physics. Okay, the psychics. Okay, get that dirt off my shoulder. I can't wait to get the dirt off my shoulder too, baby. All right. Yeah. Because what happens when you make fun of victims? Okay. What happens? It says in the Bible, trouble not the little ones. Okay? Because then God has to get up off of his throne. All right? And see about them. All right. So that being said, Jay-Z and Diddy, VMAs, after party. All right? Victim statement, spiritual court. Expose it. Victim statement, spiritual court of the young woman, Jay-Z and Diddy, VMAs, after party. Expose it. Yeah, there's video. It says YouTube channel. There is video. My friend was bent over in the locker room. Yeah, him and his friend. Yeah, there's video. There's video. Expose it. Last words. I feel like for whatever was done, and when the details about what was done at this party comes out, I listen, it's enough for the most maximum of maximum sentences. And again, if more allegations come out from minor children, because remember, Trump said, all right, when he gets in office, that people that violate children are going to get the life imprisonment, or the death penalty. Okay. Here. All right. Yeah, I feel like they did all kind of. They roughhoused her too. I won't put that out there, but expose it. All right. VMA's after party, Diddy and Jay-Z. This minor victim, expose it. What happened? All right, we have no one can see us together. So again, because she's a kid. All right, here. There's a kid. There's Obama's energy is in here too. We have my mouth is watering. All right. So I wouldn't be surprised if something comes out that may be the biggest leverage if the FBI doesn't have it. I don't know if they hold it for presidents, and I don't know if they'll be able to keep holding it once Trump gets in office. But I do feel like there is video and physical evidence, since there are numerous pictures and videos of Obama, Jay-Z, and Diddy hanging out. All right, here. This is something they salivated over, trying new things. Okay, so this is, I feel like the energy is telling me that they had a regular appetite, okay, for this type of, I can't, okay, it was a child. All right, here. What do you call it? A ferocious, like a insatiable appetite is what I am hearing. All right. It looks like a butterfly coming out of her cocoon. That's virginity energy. Okay. That's virginity energy. All right. And we're going to need plenty of towels. So she was a mess. Okay. She was a mess. All right. Here. They didn't take care, mm, mm, mm. When you're a girl and you're, a virgin, right? And you can only hope to be your first experiences with someone who, is going to take care of you and look out for you and all of that. And that was not the case here. I heard bloodbath, all right, that it was a bloodbath here, and it's showtime. Yes, all right. They filmed this lefty goosey, righty tighty, every orifice, and she said that she couldn't, that she fought the FaceTime, I will say, because she hit him on the neck, but lefty loosey, righty tighty, that's the front and the back. Okay, here is what spiritual court is saying. Yes, and I'd like a tea bag, but she fought it off. She fought it off. She tried. Okay, Here, there's evidence maybe in her hair. Hopefully, she cut it and saved it. So I don't know, because she said she ran to the gas station, and the gas station attendee, the young woman, was so alarmed by the young girl that she let her use the gas station phone. Now, everybody know, regardless of what hood you in, them gas you can't even use the bathroom. No, employees only. Okay, they ain't finna let you do nothing. So for a gas station, again, attended to let someone use, all right, their phone, it must have been a sight to see. All right, now whether she told her father, because she had to, she called her father according to court documents and said, I lied about where I was, but can you please pick me up? Now, whether she told her father the extent of what happened to her, right? That's also the key, because imagine trying to tell, you know, your father that, two or the three biggest stars in the world were in the room when you were assaulted, or that assaulted you. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if she really told her father, because maybe, again, she was a child, and maybe she felt like he wouldn't believe her, because I couldn't imagine a father being told that by his child, all right, and then just leaving it there. All right. So I have the mind that maybe she made up something else and just never said anything. Yeah, she says, I must have blacked out. Okay. She said that they gave her the drinks, she consumed it, felt bad, and I'm also feeling that she blacked out during this uh this assault. Yes. And I've got a pretty good look. Spirit is telling it. This absolutely happened. Okay, here. I've got a pretty good hand. This is her spirit confirming that she did use her hand to hear. Okay. And is this good for chap lips? Spirit is absolutely, this girl has a powerful team of ancestors. All right, that are standing up for. Shout out to the ancestors, because baby, when I tell you, they are putting in work for victims, okay, of sexual assault crimes all across the world, and trafficking. Thank God, because we need it. I know I've been praying hard and incessantly every day for women all around the world, because we don't have anyone to advocate for us. And so the only thing we can do is pray to God and pray to the angels to be an advocate for us on our behalf, and there to implore people to fight for us, that can, fight these bullies and these monsters, you know uh at their own level in this game, intercessors, right? So we have the chap lips. So again, she said he tried to force her to do that FaceTime, and she was like, no. And yeah, can I touch it? Yes. And silent night, holy night. All right. Her running out into the streets at night, and again, never speaking about it. Okay. After the fact, yes. And she was a virgin. All right. We've got a bleeder. All right. That's why I needed a lot of tiles. They didn't even, they weren't gentle or anything. Okay. Here, I'll be shirts and you be, yeah. Like they didn't, don't go soft on me. Okay. I don't believe they used protection. All right, here. Allegedly. And again, they didn't care, okay, to treat her anything. Yeah, rug burns and all of that. I the lacerations is what I am hearing, okay. That happened to this young lady. And yeah, you can't tell anyone about this. All right. So again, I don't know if she told her father the extent, all right, here, or if the father was just so upset, because parents can say things sometimes. I remember after I was raped, and I was also a young girl, I was also a minor, and I went and told my mother, and she was like, that's what you get for being a fast ass. And I'm like, how was I a fast ass when I'm walking home from school, and he came through the alley and snatched me and drugged me up the steps to his apartment. But yes, sure, I'm sure I was raped because I was a fast ass that day. Okay, so I don't know if this was a situation that happened with her father or not. It says something that big has to be uncomfortable, right? And so again, I heard no Vaseline. So There was no care, no nothing. They allegedly, according to this spiritual psychic, not physics, physics says, okay, through the psychic energy, physics says that she suffered a lot of damage during this assault here, and that no care was taken, no Vaseline, no lube, no nothing. All right, here, and yeah, put your pants on. All right, and that she grabbed her clothes and ran out of here. Okay, um, and so again, it'll be interesting. The interesting part is, what if anything she told, her father, or, if she went on her own the next day or another day, to get some kind of evidence about what happened. All right. Give me Jay-Z and this VMA assault. And that came down here. I mean, that's really okay. Yeah, and Puffy, why don't you go down? I'll come in a minute. Yeah, and I feel like she also, there's some urination energy, like she everything. Okay, maintain eye contact at all times. She knows everybody that was in this room, so she's able to point out and identify here. Okay, there's receipts. Okay, and the victim testimony is going to be too detailed. I don't even feel like they didn't put out everything. There's still stuff they're holding back, because what I've just said here alone, when she is able to tell her story, okay, and again, maybe the clothes, if she kept the clothes, all right, and they were nearby, or some type of, it's kind of giving like that Monica Lewinsky type of energy, okay, where it happened with Monica and she kept the dress. All right. Can you make a deposit? And yeah, also, again, after the fact, he may try and pay the victim off. But I would go for the criminal if she can, okay. And if he wants to pay off, give me everything. I want your legacy. I want everything. I want everything you have, okay. Or we go forward, okay, and we just bury you and we destroy you. Period. And also, with this make a deposit, again, DNA evidence, she may have very well gotten pregnant from this assault. All right, here, sexual transmitted disease, all of that. All right, if she didn't go immediately or had something going on and had to go to the doctor, and then you find out that you've contracted something, and oh, by the way, here, okay, so there's a lot of DNA evidence. Yeah, dry as sandpaper. They did not use any lube in this. All right, here, just like riding a bike, very very rough. And when you ride a bike, how you're okay, like they manhandled, okay, this girl. All right, deep down, I bet you're a real, yes. And this is disgusting. May they burn in hell and get the death penalty. Burn in hell, never get out of jail, and get the death penalty. Okay, get the and laughing and making jokes, and there's nothing, what happened to this, and I'm sure others. There's no amount of money. There's no amount of money that can make up. Yeah, you can't put a price on a good time, and I'll make you an offer that you can't refuse here. All right, here, because they have this evidence. There's no amount of money. There's no amount of money. Yeah, don't act like you haven't been doing this before. She told them she was a virgin. Don't act like you haven't been doing this. She told them they didn't care. Let's call this a learning experience. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And they made sure they were satisfied. They didn't care. There's this motor boating. And I believe that's when they do the, okay, here, motorboat slang. Yeah, with the breast, okay? So yeah, baby. All right. Like, okay. I don't need to go too much more into this young lady's story. Yes, this is making me really butt sore. So this was vaginally and, okay, both ways. and an organ donor. Again, I feel like there could have possibly been a pregnancy as a result of this 18 holes, and they kept doing it. She could barely walk. Okay, every hole she could barely walk. All right, here DNA evidence, everything. All right, here. Um, looks like they went after her. DNA evidence. I never used this entrance before. Okay, yeah, baby. They okay. All right. Prayers up for that young lady. I hope they get the death penalty. I do. I mean, they get the death penalty or rot in jail and not even be able to live out their full sentence. May they get hood. Well, I don't know because they said Diddy still got people doing stuff for him in jail. So I don't know. That's probably why we need the death penalty for people that do this type of stuff because being in jail. That's not going to do anything if they still have reach and they're still able to call people and they still are able to have even other inmates in jail do and get and work through other people to be able to still harass victims or intimidate other witnesses. It's like once you have this person in there, you have to. I don't think there should be any other option than the death penalty when it involves a minor or any form of trafficking for minors and women and children or whatever. Okay. Um, because the danger and the risk is just too great. The reach is just um, too great for them to still be able to intimidate, harass, or harm. Okay. Um, future victims. All right. So, what is the outcome of this lawsuit? Jay Z and Diddy. Jay Z. Just bottom of the deck, downsize, nails, swinging. Here, ruin, exclusive, dead tension. Yeah, more intense. I okay. I feel like something will come out about people again threats because that was the reason. That was another reason that Diddy has not been allowed out on bail because um, threatening potential witnesses and such. And so, at the possibility, okay, of indictment, all right, I don't see there being any bail for Jay Z for the same reasons. All right, here, it's the outcome. Yeah, exclusive. They left lacerations on her. There's physical evidence below. All right. The girl. Look, I just said that. Rips. They ripped her. They ripped this 13-year-old girl front and back. Like they okay. Um so there's something with I don't know if they're going to try and with this governor, all right. There's something here with Newsom and Newsom's energy. Again, they reached out to Newsom to get the laws changed so lyrics couldn't be allowed um, in criminal cases, unless I think there's like a loophole or something like that. And that's another one of my intuitive things that I believe there are lyrics that support also this case here because uh, Jay-Z and Kanye, 50 they've taunted me in lyrics, so I know that they've done this to other victims. They can't help it. All right, here. We have loser, nurse, and burns. So I do believe that she caught some kind of um STD and there is video. Okay. Here, hero cruel or somebody documented it and was horrified. All right. They documented it and kept it for a rainy day. All right. It looks like just so people couldn't call her crazy, just so people couldn't say, oh, she's fake, she's this, she's that, oh, it never happened. This is, didn't he called everyone a fraud. Oh, this is a fraud. This is a whatever. And maybe even they feel because they have some people in government, maybe they have them on video or whatever. But whatever happened to this young lady, it was documented in extreme detail somehow. So people couldn't say that she was fake. So people couldn't say that, she was, an actor and, don't fall for it, don't whatever, whatever. Like, no, they got the proof. Okay. Where's the indictment? Okay. I have tails on, smashes, judge, cop, and weeps for the young girl. All right. And so again, when Jay-Z released that statement, he bit some type of carrot that's going to he fell into some type of trap. All right. Because now that opens the floodgates for not only her, but other people to tell their stories here. So we have tells on, smashes about other horrific, rough, okay, assaults here, judges, cops, maybe even something about how people reached out for help and they weren't able to get any help. Now that would be another story because I know that has been my story. When you're a victim and you reach out to cops and government authorities and they're supposed to file these reports and take down your statements and they don't. All right, this has happened to me. And so with this fake governor, judge and cop, I wouldn't be surprised if something comes out about how far the governor, local police's judgments went to suppress other victim statements from coming forward, all of this. But when it's going to pile up, all right. And we have weeps for beauty. And again, I feel like this is a slam dunk case. Strikes, like 2, 3 strikes, financial ruin. Now, I don't know if he has anything on his record or whatever like this, but it's giving multiple compound, okay, assaults and anything. It's like after you accumulate so much, I feel like at some point somebody is going to ask for the maximum penalty, especially if there's a minor involved. And it very well may be the death penalty. Yeah, we have ruin, exclusive. And I do feel like, again, someone's going to ask for the death penalty, and I also feel like there will be investigations, okay, here into like Kim Porter again, Aaliyah, okay, here, the first alleged baby mama. All of those things will be unearthed and dug up to see if they maybe bribed police, bribed governors, bribed judges, bribed everybody to cover up. Okay. So they did not properly investigate these mysterious deaths surrounding, okay, Jay Z and Diddy and how they had this help. All right. I do feel like there's going to be some type of indictment here. All right. Again, wanted model naked. There is, okay. And I feel because she was a child, maybe she was scared again. And the thing will be what happened when the daddy picked her up. Okay, here, or if she had to go on her own, but somehow somebody had enough common sense or enough sense to say, okay, you may not want to talk about this now, but let's collect the evidence, let's take the pictures, let's do everything for the day when you're ready to talk. All right. And that's why we shouldn't victim blame, because I've been through my own thing and I'm just not okay beginning to talk about it, a little sprinkle here and there the past couple years, and now I'm just talking because I've had 20 years of I've already screamed, I've already cried, I've already just been to the depths of whatever. And when you realize you don't have anybody, when it's just you and God, then there's really nothing, you're just all cried out, and then it's just it's just you and the story, and you saying what happened. All right, so I get it. I never victim blame when somebody finally comes forward to tell their story, but it's going to be very, very obvious. All right, here, these receipts, and they're going to lose. Now, I'm looking for the indictment card. All right, here I want to see what is surrounding that specifically, and then I'm going to wrap it up here, because I feel like, again, they're going to try and bury it. And as hard as it is for me to pull all of these cards, this leads me to believe that the charges, okay, they're sticking. They are sticking. Okay. They're not going to be able to write this off or dismiss and say whatever, because they have evidence here. All right. uh um there may be a history, maybe the family just dealt with this privately, again, but there may be a record of some type of uh, therapy. And I see family and priest. Okay, yeah, here's the indicted family, priest, indicted. There is something coming for TD Jakes. I know I said I was going to do that reading, so I'll just put that in VIP. All right, as a follow up to this, as we build the series. All right, but family, priest, and indicted. I was looking for that again. Okay, so it's just like everybody in Diddy's immediate circle is going up. All right. Here I heard free for all. Okay, a free for all right, when it comes to these cases. Okay, um because you got to throw everybody under the bus if it means saving yourself. Remember when Diddy did that video and he had that little child sitting on his lap, and he started naming off people? Okay, this was before, I don't know if this was before they had locked him up. Yeah, the allegations were out, but he hadn't been locked up, and he had that child. Okay, that was a threat. All right, and so I believe it's getting to that time where they're just like, well, what can you offer us? What kind of deals? And he's singing like a bird. Okay. Here. And I already said the outcome. Yes, he did it. Look, here it is. We ended right here. He absolutely did it. All right. Here's the Sagittarius card. This is karma. This is the ancestors. Okay. Coming to get their lick back for the violations. All right. Of those who cannot defend themselves. Children cannot defend themselves. Women, a lot of times, absolutely cannot defend themselves. And you absolutely cannot defend yourself when you're under the influence. All right. Here, you cannot consent when you're under the influence. All right. And if you are a minor, then that is okay, what it is. And so with this temperance card, which is the Jupiter and the Sagittarius, is financial ruin. And here's this Ace of Pentacles again with a solid hardcore evidence. All right. But now that you have basically told the victims, fuck you. If you're a real victim, then come after me criminally. Well, baby, you done dug your own. You done dug your own. Baby, you done dug your own grave. And now it's all about to come out. Here it is, the devil behind this temperance card. We know Jay-Z is a Sagittarius. All right. The devil. And you done made this threat. And so somebody's going to say, okay, here's the Page of Swords. The video. Okay. The video. All right. That you thought that somebody protected and put up and all of that. They did not. Okay. They did not. You thought they did. They did not. All right. Here. Because you was being recorded in the crib. There he is. The Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. Here's the baby. Right here. All right. That's 3 yeses. Okay. Absolutely. You can look forward, Mr. Carter, Sean and Sean. Absolutely look forward to all of the truth coming out with this Ace of Swords about what you have done, crimes against humanity, women, and children. Case closed. Thank you everyone for being here. Make sure you like this video, share on your social media, and meet us in VIP Patreon. All right, for the most exclusive celebrity readings. Again, people have been asking for the TDJs. It will be in Celebrity VIP. I will see you on the next one. Prayers for all of the victims of these monsters, these vicious demonic men who laughed in the face of all these victims, present company included. May they be prosecuted and held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. May the angels surround and protect all of the victims. During this process, may they see holy and divine recompense. God give them the strength to speak up. Right? Send holy divine intercessors in the forms of lawyers and judges and media reporters, things that want to get these stories told for full exposure, full disclosure to the highest extent as far up as these crimes go, even if it's all the way to the White House. We thank you, God, for everything that you have done for us. We thank you, God, for keeping us, the victims, throughout the years. We may not have had the best life. It has not been easy watching these pedophiles and these monsters flourish and mock and make fun and dare us to speak out. But vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Vengeance is here. And I thank God that we don't have to necessarily keep all account because God keeps the record and they're about to answer for their crimes. Amen.